Hi everyone, my name is Tiago Galo, I'm a Portuguese illustrator. It's really great to be here at Affinity Lockdown 2020 alongside with some great artists. I really have to thank Affinity for inviting me to take part on this. So to those who don't know me, a quick introduction to my work, to my path as an illustrator. I've been working as an illustrator for the last maybe 5 years now. I mainly do editorial work for magazines and newspapers, but also some advertising campaigns. I've been working with Google, Penguin Random House, Vogue, GQ, 7up. I've been working with Affinity Designer almost since the beginning. I remember that at first I was using the Adobe tools, but at the time I got a really slow computer and I wasn't ready to change it yet. So I turned to the software and I found Affinity Designer and it was love at first sight. It gave me the boost and the performance I was looking for that slow computer, and it was really fun and easy to learn. So yeah, today I can really see the way that Affinity Designer influenced me on my illustrations and the way I see them and the way I think of them and the way I work with them. So yeah. So for this creative session, I was thinking, what could I show you that would be straightforward and interesting and also a good example of my work and what I do. So I decided to go with this one. This is an illustration, a silkscreen illustration of Gaia, the goddess of Earth. It's part of an exhibition I did here in Lisbon a while ago about mythology. This is actually the first one and the beginning of everything. And what I will show you on this session, is how you can go from a plain vector design, with no brushes, no textures, to this with these textures, these grids, these splashes, and this personality that you can give to a vector design that it's much more appealing than the plain look that you get usually out of a vector design. So let's do this. Let's go to the screen. So welcome to my Affinity Designer screen. As I mentioned before, we are going to work on a vector design illustration and turn it into something much more appealing and with much more detail and strokes and these splatters. Give it some depth also and turn it into something much more interesting graphically. So let's do this. So the first step is to actually create these strokes and these bristles and splatters. You do that by grabbing a piece of paper, some Indian ink or some Japanese ink brush pen, and do it yourself. I'm going to make these ones available for you to try on. You can also find some of these online. Some of them are paid, some of them are free, but I actually advise you to make your own. That way you will turn your designs in a much more personal way, and that's really important for an illustrator, I think, just to keep you aside from the others and to develop your own style. So I made these ones for this series that I told you about, that this illustration of Gaia is part of it. I chose these ones for this illustration. So let's start with this stroke. So as you can see here, the first things that I noticed, and that's something that you'll find when you scan them, some of the details will be a little bit fuzzy, and for this we'll need really to have them with a really high definition pixel, so to get more contrasts, it's really simple. You just have to either you adjust them on the contrasts option, or you just go to the thresholds, and yeah, it's almost automatic. So yeah, so the second step is to isolate this from the background and to get a transparent background. And how we do this is really simple. First, you have to be sure that you have your pixel persona on, and let's select the layer that we want to work with. And then on the selection, let's go to select sample color. Let's let's invert, let's apply, and hit delete. Okay, so now yeah, we have isolated. So the second step is to actually get one separated from the other. So yeah, so you just have to go here and cut and paste, and the same with the other one. So later on you can import them to the original sketch. Yeah. So let's do the same thing with the others. So let's go here, select sample color. Next, let's go to invert, apply, and hit delete. Great. So let's also do the same that we did for the other ones. Let's separate them by hitting cut, copy, cut, copy. Same here. This part of the job isn't that appealing, but you'll find it really useful when you use them later on. So cut. So now we have them separated. The same here. Let's select sample color. Let's invert. Let's apply, and let's hit delete. Great. And the same here. So let's go. Select sample color. Invert. Selection, apply, hit delete. So now we have all the assets that we are going to use isolated from one another, and the next step is to get them into the original drawing. So for this one we are going to just step this aside so we can work here a little bit more better, since we are working with pixels. It's better to have them here. So let's just grab them, let's select them, hit copy and hit paste. Yeah, so here they are. Let's do the same with the other ones. So let's select the 4 of them, edit, copy, and so here they are. Let's say the scan number 3. Select it. The same here. So, oh, this one is big. I'm going to put it here. So now we all have the assets that we are going to need to create the illustration. The next step is to color them so they can be used on the illustration. Since I got a really controlled palette on this one, only 3 colors, it's going to be really easy to turn them into a different color each one. So let's go for it. The first one is this ink stroke. Let's work with this ink stroke. So since we used a threshold adjustment here, we just have to rasterize here both of them. So it will work. Yeah, so now the next step is to actually create 3 of them, since we'll have the orange, the green, and the white here. So let's do that by copy-paste each one of them. So yeah. So first one, let's hit Command, hit the layer, and we have the selection. And just go here, orange. Let's assume here, yeah. So here it is, orange. The second one, let's do the same with this one, with the second one. So let's select. Let's now white. Brush. Oh, sorry. And now the other one. Let's hit Command, select. So now the second one, we're going to use green. So let's use the green. And here you go. So now we have 3 different brushes, some strokes, and we are going to apply them. So let's go copy. Let's copy. Let's go here and paste them here. So yeah, this is the first one. Let's do the same here. Let's make it on the background. Let's put it on the background. Let's cut and sorry. Let's cut it and paste it here. So as you can see here, we are getting a similar result. Let's continue to do that for the other ones. Sorry. Let's duplicate it. Great. Now let's do the same with the orange one. Let's copy. So now we are going to put it in front of this sphere, so we can get this feeling of depth here. Great. Let's do the same with the white one. So not on top of the sphere. Sorry. So, oops. You can adjust it here. Right. So the first step, it's done. The second step is to really fill the sphere with this continent texture. So for that, let's step this aside for now. And let's bring this here. We don't need this to be that big, so let's make it shorter. Yeah, so we are going to use the orange color on this one. So let's turn it to orange. So to do that, let's do the same process as we did with the other ones. So hit Command, select the layer, and then go with the picker, color picker, and go after the orange. And yeah, so now with the brush, oh, sorry. With the brush, let's do this. Yeah, so now we have it here. So now let's select it. Let's copy, and let's copy inside the shape. To do that, you have to edit and go to paste inside. So now we just have to drag it here. So as you can see, you can copy paste another one and just play a little with it, you know, turn it upside down, you know. It's really, this is the fun part of it. You can really play a little with the textures and the things that you have created. So, yeah. So the next step is to get these splatters. So let's bring the splatters here. Let's see where the splatters are here. Let's bring them here. Yeah. So we're going to need some white splatters, some blue splatters for the hair, and also some orange ones for the background. So we are going to copy paste 3 times. No, here they are. So let's do the same. Let's comment, hit the layer. Now we have them selected, the pixel selected. And so the first one is orange. We already have orange here. So yeah, so sorry. So yeah, just paint it on top of it, the selection. Great. Now let's do the same for the other ones. Sorry. Let's put this aside. So comment. Now we need a white one. So white. So on top of the selection, we are going to paint it white. Oh, sorry, I forgot to actually select the white. Yeah, so now. Great. So this is, I'm sorry. Let's put this aside. Now let's select the other one. Let's do the same, comment, hit comment. So now we need orange, no, the orange, the white. So now we are going for the blue. So let's select the blue with the color picker. Let's paint on top of it. Well, since the brush is really big on this one, the computer it's a little bit slower, but it's just normal. So great. So now we have them. So like select the white one. Let's cut. So let's select the background's shape. And let's paste inside like we did with the other one. Let's bring it here. Let's twist it a little. So here you are, you have it. Oh, let's also, I also have it here on the planet, so for that you just have to copy, hit the planet, and then the same here, paste inside. You can shrink a little. Yeah, just to get that feeling, that dirty feeling. Sorry. Yeah, so it's cool. Let's do another one. Yeah, so it's done. Oh, this is the fingernail. So let's do the same with the blue one on the hair. So let's select the blue one. Let's hit cut. Let's go to the hair shape. Let's paste inside. It's too big, so I'm going to shrink a little. Oh, sorry. Let's copy paste. Let's flip horizontally. Transform. So here you have it. So and finally, let's select this one and put it on the background. So the same here. Select the background, edit, paste inside, and just drag it here. Hit copy, paste, flip horizontally. So, and here you have it. You can play a little and put it whatever you feel like it. So we are almost done. The next step is to create these shadows, and for that we are going to use this one. So these ones are blue, dark blue. So for this we are going to do the same process as we did with the other ones. So let's hit Command, selecting, and then go to the brush. First we have to paint it blue. Now I'm going to put this a little bit more darker, just to give more contrast. So, and to apply this, we are going to create a vector mask. It's really easy, you just have to create a vector and make it transparent. So to do that, just go here, change to designer persona, and just draw here, 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 here. Let's make it transparent. Bring it to the top. Yeah. So now we just have to select it, copy, select the shape that we created, and paste inside. Let's flip it. Yeah. And here you have it. So let's do the same for the other ones. Let's go here. Let's create on top here a mask. So do the same here, paste inside, flip. And here you go. Now the same through the hands, on the wrists. So let's bring it to the top. Let's go here. Edit, paste inside. Since we got the shape on the clipboard, you just have to hit paste. Yeah. So the same here. Bring it to the top. let's go for the neck now. Let's do the same, but with this one. So hit here. Let's select. Let's do the same by hitting Command and selecting the layer. Now, for this one, we are going to need the same color as this one. So let's pick this one, this blue as the main color. Hit the brush, and here we have it. So now we are going to take this, cut it, and bring it here to inside this shape. You can downsize a little. So yeah, here you go. So let's drag the final drawing here. So I previously downloaded these fine liner brushes that you can get them free from Affinity. You just have to hit the option on the welcome screen of Affinity Designer and download them. And you know, the first one that you find here on the list, you have lots of them, as you can see here. But this one is really useful, especially when you exaggerate. Oh, sorry, especially when you exaggerate it. So, for example, you know, this perfect form here, this cloud that you have on the background, you can turn it into something much more appealing by just adding this vector brush. Just select the vector brush and then really exaggerate a little. Oh, so I just have to put it white. So as you can see, it's not so perfect anymore, and that's really cool and appealing. You can do the same here with this. And the same here with this. So, sorry. Sit here. So you can get them a little bit more personality to them. And make them really hand-drawing feel. And that's really interesting here. Let's do the same here. These knots. So, yeah. Just exaggerate a little. Let's go to the 12, 11. And the same here. Select. So, yeah, so here you have it. I hope that you liked the tutorial and you found it useful to your drawings, and I hope that you practice a lot. And don't forget to really try to make your own brushes and patterns, so you can get your drawings much more personal. I hope you like it. Thanks to everyone into Affinity team. Bye bye.